Hi, Steve from Cool Riffs Guitar, and today I've been playing two presets that I've just built based on the Marshall JCM-800. Now the difference between the two patches is that one was using a 4x12 cab emulation and the other one was using a 2x12. So the 2x12 sounded a little bit more, I don't know, maybe defined, whereas the 4x12 sounded a little bit bigger, okay? But the rest of the preset is absolutely the same. Now, if you've got a GP-5 and you're watching this video, don't worry, it works just the same, okay? The difference being between the two units is that this one has a big screen on it and we can actually build presets on the unit itself without the app, or you can use the app with it as well. The GP-5, you just need to use the app, and it's a really good app as well. It's really good, dead easy to use. As we can see on this unit very quickly, as you can see, we have lots of inputs on there and outputs and whatever. And also we have a couple of foot pedals as well. Anyway, I'm going to do a little explanation of how to connect this unit to your Valeton Suite app, and we can get cracking on with the presets. Hope you enjoy, and please subscribe. I'll see you later. Let's have a look at how to set up the GP-50. Now, the nice thing about the GP-50 is it's got an internal battery, so that's really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press these two buttons here. It says Save and Global, and hopefully the GP-50 will jump into life. It does, it bursts into life. So I've got Save and Global. As you can see here, it's got like a little power icon. So what I want to do to connect it via Bluetooth, if you wish. Having said that, the GP-50 can be operated quite easily on its own, so you don't need to use the app. But let's just get the GP-50 app up and running. So what I need to do is, first of all, press the exit Bluetooth button. Okay, and we have a little icon flashing on and off in the top right corner. I'm going to press this little icon here on my app, then press here, and then press the blue connect device. And there you have it. All the settings are there ready for you to make your own presets. And that's how you set up the Bluetooth on a GP-50. Get into this preset build, or presets build, should I say. And these can be used for the GP-50 and the GP-5. So we've got a video that caters for both units, which is really good because, to be honest with you, internally, they are the same with their sounds. So it works the same. So let's have a look at the basics. First of all, I'm going to start with the noise reduction, and what we can see on here, I've got a nice blank patch, and these two presets that I'm building are pretty much exactly the same, so just build them and then you can change the speaker cab at the end. The first one is my Marshall based 800 4x12 preset. Okay, so noise reduction, I've got it set to 20. Okay, that's my noise reduction. Make sure that you arm it there with the little tab there. And we're now going to go onto the preset volume. Now the preset volume, it actually goes into patch settings there, and it looks a little bit different on the GP-50 to the GP-5, but as you can see, the patch volume there that I've got set, I'm going to set it to 60. So just a little bit above what it is at the moment, and then I'm going to press the edit, and that pops me back onto the main screen for the preset build. Okay, so that's the preset volume. I haven't got anything else on my list apart from going to the amp section, so we can move all the way along here and just pop to the amp. Okay, I'm going to arm it, and I'm going to change that from Tweedy, which it is set to maybe stock anyway. I'm going to change that to UK 800. Now, it says on here that the UK 800 is based on the Marshall JCM-800. I'm very lucky to own a Silver Jubilee amp, which is also based on the 800. I've got one of the original ones of those. Absolutely fantastic amps. Okay, so let's have a look at the settings for this. So my amp settings are gain is set at 50, so that's what it's set at the moment. Make sure it's armed again. I'm going to set my presence to 35 because it is a little bit bright. Let's just take that down to 35. Okay, there's 35. Onto the next setting. The volume's going to be set at 50, so that's the same. The bass is going to be set at 50. And the middle, I'm just going to take a little bit of mid out on that. So I'm just going to drop that down to 45. There we go, 45 on there. Okay, next, the treble, I'm just going to drop that down to 45 because I don't want it to sound overly bright. Okay, so that's set at about 45. There we go, lovely. And let's see if we've got any more settings. As with other videos, you'll notice that it's really easy to accidentally knock your settings, so beware of that. Now, I'm not going to play the guitar just yet because without a cab, it's going to sound, how can I say, like a bee in a biscuit tin. So let's have a look at the cab for this one, and let's arm that. And we are using the UK GRN 4x12, or the UK Green, which I presume stands for Greenback 4x12. Let's pop onto that cab and have a look at the settings there. Well, the settings are pretty much as it is. So let's just have a listen to the guitar now, because we've got a cab on. It should sound not too bad. Okay, so there's your 4x12. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop to the EQ, and I'm going to pop to EQ1. Right, now on the EQ, we don't have to make too many settings, but we do have to make a few. So let's have a quick look. On the 125, I leave at 0. The 400 Hertz, I leave at 0. 800, I leave at 0. But on the 1.6 kilohertz, I'm just going to drop that down very slightly to -5. There you have it. And also on the 4 kilohertz, which is that airy kind of sound, I'm just going to drop that to -5 as well, just to take that added brightness off. The volume, I'm going to leave at 50. Okay, make sure you arm it. Okay, just make sure my cab's armed. Yeah, that was armed, that's cool. And I'm just going to pop onto reverb. And I'm going to use the spring, which, as you might have known, I kind of like. It's a great spring sounding reverb in this system. So let's check the reverb settings out. Okay, it's dead easy. I'm going to use 20 on my decay. And on my mix, I'm going to use 24. But this is all very subjective. You know, you can set it to whatever you like. But this is just for, you know, a ballpark kind of thing. Let's have a listen to that reverb now. And I'm still using that Gibson SG that you saw at the start. So I'm using humbuckers. You can use singles with this, and you can also use your volume control to get all sorts of cool sounds. So this is on the front neck pickup. And this is on the bridge pickup. Okay, so that is the build for my Marshall or Mars 800 4x12. Now don't forget to pop to here and pop in the name, sorry, and obviously press save. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go back and I'm just going to change that cab so you can hear what it sounds like. Now, once you've built this preset, you can also just save the same preset and just change the cab to another, you know, saving slot. So let's have a listen to that. So this is with the 4x12. Okay, and I'm going to pop to that cab and I'm just going to swap it over to the 2x12, which is directly above it. And it's based on the Marshall 2550, which I do believe is the Silver Jubilee cab. Okay, so my Jubilee cabs have got G1275 Celestians in. They're pretty old school and they sound great. So this is what it sounds like now. So I'm just going to flick between the two so you can compare. So that's your 2x12. Here's your 4x12. So you can hear there's a bit of a difference there, and they both sound really nice. Okay, so it's up to you. I mean, I would build 2 presets using that. And of course you can add delays and all sorts of things to your presets. And if you've seen my previous video, I go through the delay settings on those as well for solo ideas. Okay, so there you have it. If you could like and subscribe and the little notification bell, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Enjoy your Valeton. I'm certainly enjoying my Valeton. I was very kindly sent the GP-50 by Valeton, which was really nice of them. And I hope to do lots more preset videos, and I hope to see you soon. You take care. I'm Steve from Cool Riffs Guitar, signing off. Goodbye.